All right, I've got a Facebook Live tonight for you, my dear ones. And it's about, if you are getting my emails, okay, you only get two a week. If I'm on something, like I have if people have me on their show, then I want to be able to promote them. That's my way to give back to them, right? So you might get an email if I'm on somebody else's show. Otherwise, you only get two emails. One announcing the topic for tonight, and two is the replay for YouTube or Facebook. Anyway, if you're not on it, private message me and I will get you on it. Because every once in a while, I run a special, right? Okay, we're going to talk tonight about slowing down, okay, in order to appreciate our glow. So the title is, and it's because it rhymes, okay, take it slow to appreciate your glow, which is really your win. All right. It's just that it didn't rhyme with win. All right. Take it slow to appreciate your glow. So here we go. In tonight's topic in our session, I'm going to address a perspective that is far too often ignored in a world of obsession with never ending achievements. We've all been there somewhere in that, right? The idea that in the midst of your empowering progress with your goals, your intentions, that you must honor yourself by knowing how to slow down. But the mind plays tricks with us, doesn't it? And even we need to I want you to allow yourself to come to a complete stop periodically. Because if your focus is on ever increasing speed, right, to get what you truly want out of life, you can find yourself whizzing by the wins you desire. It's just human nature. When we're in that fast pace of life, slowing down to acknowledge the wins really very rarely happens. And I speak from experience. So, never truly embrace, what happens is we never truly embrace the receiving divine glow of your personal growth before we sink ourselves into tonight's liberating visualization around this point of view. Because that's always what I want for you, is something liberating for you, something with a different perspective and a way for your brain to connect in a different way as we are repatterning it. I wanted to first guide you through a few challenging patterns that can rise up when you choose to go slow. The first one is the lie of what you already did still isn't enough. Oh, we all get caught up in it. I'll repeat it. It's the lie of what you already did still is not enough. This ties directly into how society at large is always pushing you for more and more and more. There's always another level to achieve inside your health, your wealth, your relationships, or your spirituality even. You might have had a parent that was always telling you that you could do better, probably with the intention of always encouraging you to excel to your life's best, your grades, your track meet, your piano, the list goes on. Great, you can always do better. I know you've got it in you, you can always do better. So, makes this part kind of tricky, doesn't it? So your focus can quickly become one of being consumed by the next carrot on the stick in front of you, even though the one you just caught and tasted, and eaten, my grammar is awful. The one you just caught and tasted, was amazing, but it's still not enough. Unfortunately, there is never enough pursuit because it's going to leave you in a constant state of starvation and hunger because you're never able to allow your wins for the past or even for a few moments to satisfy and nourish you. It's a pattern we get into. It's a habit. It's a learned behavior. Two, an unexpected and challenging response that comes up from choosing to slow down is that it can trigger motivated people to feel unseen and misunderstood, like they are wasting time or something like that, right? Meaning that highly motivated people will feel that slowing down will cause others to question them, question their commitment to growth. They can feel the pressure of others judging them for it's relentless, right? For not relentlessly pursuing the next goal with no time to reflect. This is what we do. What's even more prevalent, though, is the internal judgment, right, is of the self. When we are not constantly, right, being productive with our to do lists, marking them off, looking for the next thing, it causes us to feel like we're wasting time. We don't even know what to do with ourselves. Mhm. But the highly motivated must come to understand that when we acknowledge what we have accomplished, we accept our wins by acknowledging our progress. Game changer. That deep acceptance through taking the time to slow down and reflect becomes a self fulfilling prophecy of continued success that actually feeds our motivation. Number three, every win you achieve can be a doorway to healing. To me, this one is the most overlooked aspect of choosing to slow down and spend time in the reflections of gratitude for your wins in life. Because so many of us carry limiting inherited patterns around not feeling good enough or worthy. Slowing down to fully receive our accomplishments can assist those healing patterns. It'll assist us to heal in those patterns. That's big. And we do it by honoring. I want you to honor yourself in this slow down moment of extreme gratitude. You will allow your win to truly become a part of your cellular being. There's no ego in this. But when we deny our win, we're not acknowledging ourselves for what we have done. I want this type of experience to course through your veins with victory, to take those moments and fully realize how you've earned your win. You have. I don't care how little it is. I don't care if it's one drop in this big goal you have. It's now part of you, and you deserve to feel all of it now. Now, I wanted to share with you this special guided visualization around tonight's topic as well. As you know, it is my desire to help you. This way, you can instantly put into practice what we've just covered. Bless yourself with the gift of slowing down right now. Anyone have any questions before I begin the visualization? Samir, you have a gift for words. Guilty. Yeah. Isn't that true? We feel guilty, Sharon. It's so true. Highly motivated people feel guilty when they're not being productive. Yep. Recognize your wins. Well, let's do a visualization around it so it really can integrate into you, into your brain, okay, and the cells of your body. Then I'll come back and you can, put stuff in the feed there if you want to ask me questions. So as usual, so that you don't see me doing this stuff, right? I want you in your head. I want you in the visualization with me, with your eyes closed, okay? So I'm going to cover my camera, just like I always do. And let's begin, okay? All right. Let's begin by finding a comfortable position, preferably with both feet on the ground. Now, with your eyes closed, take a deep breath in and fill your lungs to capacity. All the way. A little bit more and hold. There you go. Now, give me a big exhale as you release today's tensions, the stresses, and any worries that you have, allowing it all to dissipate. As you take in your next breath of life, take a belly breath. Take the breath and extend the belly, filling it to capacity as you imagine a cord attached to the inside of your belly button and the other end attached to your spinal cord. On the exhale, you sense this cord pulling your stomach back to your vertebrae. A little bit more. Come on, a little bit more. There you go. Activating the central nervous system. There, all the way up. You feel that? Yes, it's beautiful. Now, one last breath. You're going to fill your lungs to capacity on this, and you're going to imagine carrying your breath up into your brain. You can do it. Taking a deep breath into your lungs, filling your lungs to capacity. Imagine this breath continuing up as it activates your throat, your third eye, all the way up into the brain, carrying the breath up to the brain, activating the right and the left hemisphere, and activating the cells of your body as you now exhale and release what doesn't serve you anymore. There you go. Now, return your breath to a normal flow as I count from 3 to 1. 3, you become deeply relaxed. 2, the sounds of my voice always allow you to go deeper relaxed. 1, you sense, feel, and imagine that you are on a luxury train. You're seated right by the window. The light streaming in, warming your skin. You feel yourself settle into your seat as if it was just tailor-made for you. The perfect, comforting texture of the fabric dancing under your fingertips as you rub your hands on the arms of your chair. You feel yourself almost giggle as a thought crosses your mind. Your chair feels like a throne, a seat reserved for someone who has achieved so much and is in the process of building their own kingdom of expansion. As you lean back in your perfect chair, your eyes begin to glance out your window. First, you see the lush green of the forest whiz by. Then pristine lakes appear. Then snow-capped mountains. It all seems so calming and very blissful. As your train continues down the tracks, you start to see images of your accomplishments as they seem to appear outside the window. But just as you begin to lean forward to catch a glimpse of it with extreme gratitude, the image vanishes in an instant. It's as if someone stole it from you, snatched it out of your hands just as you began to grasp it. You begin to see the image of another one outside of your winds outside your train window. And again, It is a fleeting moment of recognition. With each new image of accomplishment, you strain to see, and you hold on to the outside of your window. You notice the train is rapidly increasing its speed. That's when you feel the rush of all your ambitions and goals begin to rise in your mind. All those next things you must do in order to feel successful. All the things you must do to feel worthy. All the things you must do to feel enough. And as each new thought of what you seek to accomplish in your life rushes through your mind, body, and spirit, the faster and faster your train seems to be moving. You can feel the speed wrapping around you, the intense rattle of the tracks underneath you, as you attempt to look out your window to gaze with gratitude for what you've already done. The landscape is a blur. The more you try to catch a glimpse of your amazing accomplishments, your train keeps speeding faster and faster away from them. This is not the train ride you wanted. So you make a new choice. You walk to the front of the train with a deep sense of purpose and certainty. Your train still continues to hurtle ahead at breakneck speeds, but you are calm and you are confident. You arrive at the front of the train, open the door to the cab, and see the train conductor. That's when you reach out and gently touch their shoulder and whisper, "Please stop." As if by magic, your speeding train comes to a complete stop. It's as if someone snapped their fingers and made it so. But there was no shaking or screeches of any brakes. It simply stopped all at once. You leave the engineer's cab and move to the nearest exit off your train. You take 3 steps down and your feet hit the ground. That's when you see it all around you. All of your wins, your deepest accomplishments, exquisite images of all of your achievements, great and small. You slowly walk along a trail that seems to have been cut out just for you as it winds through a blissful meadow. It takes you to a small clearing where you find a hammock between 2 trees. You settle into the hammock and feel a deep sense of relief cascade all over your body. It's as if your entire being exhales with joy and appreciation. Feel yourself rock back and forth in your hammock with every breath. You see and absorb every win you see dancing around you. Each one of them honoring how far you've come. Each one of them fills your soul to the point of overflowing gratitude. You have allowed yourself to slow down. And it is everything you need to rejuvenate yourself. You stay there for only 5 or 10 minutes, but it feels like hours have passed by. You get up from your hammock and walk back to your train. The conductor is waiting with you with a big smile. The conductor takes your hand and helps you step back up into your train. Mhm. You settle back into your perfect chair by the window. The conductor puts your train back into forward motion, but as it moves, it's different now. It moves at the speed that is perfect for you. There is no rushing or rattling on the tracks. Your train seems to flow according to your exact needs. And when you wish to slow down or even stop, you simply whisper to the conductor, I need some time to accept my wins. Please stop. You deserve to feel those wins every day of your life. They will move you forward. They will bring balance to your life and your body, and it will allow you to accept more positive things in positive ways. Bringing your awareness back to your breath, I will count from 1 to 3, and you will come back to your original space with clarity and inner peace. 1, bringing your awareness back to your body, back to your breath. 2, activating the cells in your body with this new integrated soul's truth of taking time to accept your wins on a daily basis. 3, eyes wide open as you are fully accepting of receiving the answers that you seek. All right. Hi, Dina, dear. Anybody with me? Says I have a few of you on here. Talk to me. Tell me what kind of wins showed up for you, right? What kind of wins did your body acknowledge you for, your mind? Mhm. It's pretty powerful, isn't it? Yeah. You can relate to this? Laura, can I just point out, dear one, the very first time you did one with me, you said, I couldn't do it. I don't know how to visualize. I love reading that you can relate to this. Bless you. I am so happy. Okay. Thank you, PK. Sharon, I'm grateful you needed to hear it. You're an achiever, dearest, and you can achieve and still take this time. Remember, 5 to 10 minutes will only improve your life. I promise. Yeah. Dina, you have I just want you to know, Dina, you are so deserving of seeing your wins. You work extremely hard, and you are so worthy of seeing your wins. Okay? Yeah. Small and big victories and milestones. You're welcome, Samir. You're welcome. Samir, life just gets stuck, right? And when it gets stuck and we don't particularly love where we are, whatever situation that is, it's hard for us to remember how far we've come. And I'm grateful that you're on here tonight because you've come farther than you acknowledge. Now, does that mean more won't come? No, it doesn't mean. That's a false belief, everyone. When we feel like we celebrate a win, that we're accepting it as our final destination is a false belief. It's also a false belief that when we take time to celebrate what we have done, that we're being egotistic or self-centered. False belief. It doesn't work. Those are limiting beliefs that hold us back. You see, when we're in alignment and we are moving forward, new experiences and opportunities will always show up for us. We are never limited. Not ever. This will be a game changer in your life for you to be able to accept more wins when you start acknowledging the ones you have done. I promise. I need Facebook to make these fonts just a little bit bigger, right? All right. Anything else come up for you? Anything you want to talk about? This is where being on Zoom would be helpful, right? But we'll take what we get right here. I look forward to this time. I look forward to helping repattern your brain so that you can accept wins and you can accept positivity so that you can let go of old belief systems. I'm always here if you want to do DNA clearing. You can work with me privately. You can work with one of my practitioners. I've got amazing practitioners that are certified. And you can listen to MP3 audios that will literally change your life. They're powerful. I listen to my own content. There are ways for me to help you more. All right, I see words coming in. Let me get them. You've been doing so much, yet you feel the urgency to help others. Sharon, it's time to work for you now. I promise you it is. Promise you, dear one, you'll be able to help more people when you help yourself. It's, we've heard the oxygen, that story every time we get on an airplane. But I promise you, Sharon, I'm intuitively telling you this. It's that time for you, okay? I'm not going to forget, okay? You're welcome, Shannon. You are very welcome. You're welcome, Dina. I want you to have a reflection. I want everybody to be in reflection. I want you all to reflect because sometimes life gets hard, and we're going to talk about that. Sometimes it's just hard. And we don't get, even when we're in alignment, we don't get to be out of hard days. They're not eliminated, they become fewer. They are not eliminated. Oh my gosh, there we go. Unfortunately, but I don't even really mean that. When I say it's not unfortunate, it's because it's part of our experience of being on Earth. It's just that we're able to move through them easier because we trust that we can do it. We trust it's in divine order. We trust that there is wisdom in it and that we will gain wisdom on the other side. So being in alignment does not mean we don't have hard days, because we do. Yeah. And we might even be a hard month, hard several months, maybe a hard year. But as we gain this momentum, right, they get fewer and far in between. Did I say that right? All right, dear ones. I'll be back with you next week, okay? And I look forward to it, as I always do. And if you ever have any questions, just respond to one of my emails, okay? If you're not on my email list, I promise I do not inundate you, but you can private message me and I'm happy to add you. And yeah, I'd be happy to. It's a way for me to give. Sending you lots of love. I want to know if you are taking time to reflect, okay? To reflect your wins is what I want to hear about. You can put it in the group, okay? That's a great place to put it. All right, I'll check in with you again. Much love.